Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will show you how I embroidered this beautiful spring tulip wreath using cotton embroidery floss and a few simple yet creative stitches. I'm also testing out Sulky Tear Easy Stabilizer for pattern transfer, which I'll talk more in a separate video. You can use any pattern transfer method that you are familiar with or comfortable using. Let's start stitching. First, I'm using 3 strands of DMC 3633 and whipped back stitches to embroider the wreath stems. I stitch around the leaves and finish each stem section before moving on to the next one. I will use the same floss color and number of strands to embroider the leaves, filling them in with diagonal satin stitches. This helps create sharp tips and smooth, even coverage throughout the leaves. For half of the tulips, I start with 6 strands of DMC 347 and use raised satin stitches to fill in the side petals. To create raised satin stitches, I placed an empty ink tube or any similar object between the fabric and the stitches as padding, which makes the stitches bulge and stand out more than regular satin stitches. Next, I use 6 to 12 strands of DMC 3832 and raised satin stitches for the main largest petal. This creates a more dynamic color in the tulips and makes them look livelier. I find that using 6 strands with extra stitches to build up the main petals is easier, but you can also double the strands if you are more comfortable with that. For the remaining half of the tulips, I use DMC 3833 for the side petals and DMC 761 for the main petals, using the same raised satin stitch technique. This step is optional, but I used 2 strands of DMC 321 for the darker tulips and DMC 3832 for the lighter tulips to stitch a thin border between the side and main petals, adding more dimensions to the flowers. Lastly, I used 3 strands of DMC 676 and colonial knots to add small pollen dots between the petals of a few tulips. And that's it for the embroidery. Next, I carefully remove the Tear Easy stabilizer. This takes a little time and patience, but here is the final finished look. I hope you enjoyed this quick, simple, yet beautiful tulip wreath embroidery tutorial. Let me know what you think of the result in the comments, and feel free to let me know what embroidery designs or tutorials you'd like to see next. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more embroidery and tutorial videos. Follow me on social media and visit my Etsy shop for patterns and guides. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.